In this video, I'm going to be interviewing a microservices engineer and asking them questions about their experience and what they are working on at the moment. If you're interested in getting a job as a microservices engineer or just want to learn more about this growing field, then check out the video. If you have any questions for the engineer, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. What is microservices architecture and how it's different from monolithic architecture? In a monolithic architecture, all the code is written in one big language and the whole application is run from one central control point. In contrast, microservices architectures are made up of small applications that are deployed independently and communicate with each other using message passing APIs. This allows for more flexibility and scalability as well as improved agility because updates to one part of the system don't necessarily have an impact on other parts of the system. What do you consider to be some key advantages or benefits of using microservice architecture? Some key advantages of using microservices architecture include the following: increased flexibility and scalability. Microservices can be scaled up or down as needed, which gives organizations more control over their infrastructure. Improved agility. Updates to one part of the system don't necessarily have an impact on other parts of the system, which enables faster response times and smoother transitions from development to production. Reduced complexity. Because code is written in smaller, independent modules, it's easier to maintain and troubleshoot. What are the different components of microservices architecture? Clients, identity providers, API gateway, messaging formats, databases, static contents, management, service discovery. Typically, a microservices architecture will have the following components. Clients. These are the end users of the system who interact with it through an API. Identity providers. They provide authentication and authorization services for clients. API gateway. This is responsible for handling all requests made to the APIs that belong to the microservice. It can also handle traffic related to monitoring and management applications deployed on top of a microservices architecture. Messaging formats. These formats allow messages between different parts of a microservice environment to be sent securely using algorithms, databases. They store the data used by the microservice. Static contents. These are files that don't change often and can be served from a centralized location. Management. This layer provides management visibility and control over the entire microservices architecture. How to do inter-service communication between different microservices component. There are a few ways to do inter-service communication between different microservices components. Service registry. This is an API that allows services to be discovered and added. It can also be used for the registration of listeners on behalf of services so they know when other services are starting or stopping. Message bus. A messaging bus helps communicate messages between different microservices in a timely manner. It can also act as the substrate for sending message bursts across large numbers of service instances, which is useful for ensuring 24/7 availability or responding to events such as spikes in traffic volumes. What are the advantages and disadvantages of using microservices architecture? There are some advantages and disadvantages of using a microservices architecture. Advantages. Easier to change or replace parts. Compared to a monolithic application, it is much easier to make changes or replacements in a microservice architecture since each individual service can be replaced without affecting the rest of the system. This also makes it possible to roll out new features quickly and test them before they are released into the main system. Improved performance. A microservices approach can result in improved performance due to the separation of concerns between systems and the use of lightweight components. Increased flexibility. A microservices architecture is more flexible since it allows different parts of the system to be customized and upgraded separately. Disadvantages. More complexity. A microservices architecture can require more complexity in order to implement, as each service must be designed with its own functionality and business logic. This can lead to increased development time and risk. More difficult to maintain. It can be more difficult to keep a microservices architecture running smoothly and efficiently than a monolithic application since each service has its own independent requirements. If you like this video, please hit the bell to let me know, and if you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Smiley face.